Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Investigamer, and unfortunately, as you can plainly see, my investigation into the Silent Hill series has gone a bit disastrous. I've managed to plunge myself into the dreaded Otherworld, and if you don't know what that is, you're about to, but let's just say it's not a happy place. Don't worry about me, I've retreated to my living room closet with enough provisions to get me through these videos, so long as that door holds. Yeah, let's not waste any more time. In this series, I'm going to investigate the Silent Hill legacy, starting with the question, what is Silent Hill? The name Silent Hill actually refers to the place the games are set in. Well, most of the games anyways. Located in Maine, the rural town of Silent Hill has a far-reaching checkered past. Most recently, the town was known as a scenic resort area. Much of its past involves various religious and cult-like activities, the most infamous of which being propagated by a mysterious doomsday cult known as the Order, a dangerous group willing to commit murder, kidnapping, torture, and any other heinous acts to accomplish their goals. The Order is prevalent in all of the Silent Hill games and is responsible for most of the struggles faced in the series. In fact, the very first Silent Hill game revolves around the Order's plot to birth their cult's god Incubus, also known as Samael. Beginning back to the town itself, Silent Hill is a place with unexplained power at work. Several events over the past 4 centuries have affected this power, including the events just prior to Silent Hill 1, which acted essentially as a catalyst, plunging it into the terrifying visage we know today. Silent Hill now attracts or calls to people with darkness in their hearts. It's unknown whether Silent Hill is sentient or if it simply mirrors the vices and fears of its victims. But it's been strongly implied throughout the series that Silent Hill takes hold of individuals and forces them to continue along a designated path until they accomplish what they were brought there to do, whether that means coming to terms with something in their life or dealing with an important challenge. If they survive, they often leave Silent Hill with a new revelation about their life, and in spite of the horrors they went through, this can sometimes be a good thing. It's almost like those grim fairy tales that always end with a moral message despite the gruesome content throughout. As for the portrayal of Silent Hill throughout the games, you may have noticed some radically different environments. That's because Silent Hill is known to manifest itself as 3 different planes of reality. First, there's the real world, which houses the normal, uncorrupted town of Silent Hill as a resort area. Surprisingly, this is almost never explored in the games at all. Next, we have the most often occurring world, the fog world. This desolate town shrouded in thick fog has become somewhat of a trademark look for the series, which carried over into the god-awful films. You'll spend a decent chunk of your time wandering around in this haze, attempting to avoid free-roaming monsters and explore abandoned alleyways. Lastly, we have the Otherworld, where I currently am. It's not a nice place. The appearance of the Otherworld represents the psyche of a victim, which is usually someone trapped in Silent Hill. In the case of Silent Hill 1, it manifests itself based on the psyche of Alessa Gillespie. Alessa was a child whose mother abused her and burned her alive for a cult ritual, so her Otherworld emerged as a gruesome existence of pain and suffering, which became the iconic appearance for this world throughout the series. But what about the history of the games themselves? Well, Silent Hill was originally developed by Konami Computer Entertainment Tokyo, also known as KSET, a subsidiary of the Konami Corporation. And unfortunately, back in 2005, KSET was merged back into Konami, along with a bunch of other subsidiaries. Development of the Silent Hill series then moved west, with US developers creating most of the latest entries to the franchise. This has not only affected the way newer Silent Hill games are played, but also the production of the abysmal film adaptations. Generally, the consensus among fans is that Silent Hill 1 through 4 are gems, and anything past this has serious issues. Unsurprisingly, these 4 were all developed by KSET. Silent Hill has always been a somewhat slow-paced game where a terrifying atmosphere creeps in around you. The player is usually encouraged to avoid confrontation and use firearms when possible, because you don't want any of the grim monsters getting near you. Another important component early on in the series is the puzzles and intellectual aspects of the game, and last but not least, the gripping horror narrative presented throughout the experience. Atmosphere, combat, puzzles, and narrative. You can't fuck these things up, and unfortunately the newer Silent Hill games have done just that in one way or another. Now that I've laid out my contention, here's the plan. I will be releasing 4 videos, each dissecting a different Silent Hill game. These videos will be posted exclusively on my channel, so make sure you subscribe to me if you want to see those. Once those are done, I'm going to do an analysis of the new age of Silent Hill and find out where the fuck these newer games went so wrong. And maybe I'll touch on the movies too. Oh god, the movies. Fuck me. Anyways, I've got to go get some more footage and put some more stuff together, so probably gonna have to leave this closet for a little bit. I don't know what's out there, but whatever it is, I don't want to see it. Until next time, never trust the crowd, only the investigation. I'll see you soon.